And please visit their website at classicalconversations.com. Again, that's classicalconversations.com. It's time for the weekly wrap-up.
Yeah, baby.
On Monday, we listened to Kevin McCarthy's House Speaker acceptance speech, in which he explained that his favorite country in Africa is Wakanda. And Chocolate Knox taught us to say, a win is a win. We also talked to Pastor Andrew DiBartolo. If you didn't watch the show, you have no idea what I'm talking about. We also talked to Pastor Andrew DiBartolo from the Liberty Coalition of Canada about Biblical Sexuality Sunday. Yeah. Coming up this Sunday, in fact, defying Canada's C4 bill, which attempted to criminalize biblical teaching on human sexuality. On Tuesday, it came out that classified documents were found at one of Biden's office buildings, apparently taken from the White House while he was vice president under Obama. But wait! There's more. A day or so later, it came out that other classified documents were found in Biden's garage. But when asked about it, Biden assured everyone they were safe since they were right next to his Corvette. Also, I would just like to let the FBI know right now that I have classified documents in my garage, also right next to my Chevy Nova. I don't really have a Chevy
Is there another wait? There's more there? Is there another wait?
Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Don't forget that these documents were apparently found right before the last elections in November.
Wow. There's more documents.
But we're only just, is there even more
There's
now?
another page that was found. So there's like 3 findings.
Oh, my goodness.
When is the FBI going to come in and be like, hey, can we check all of your houses?
Yeah, right. We just now found out about him for some reason now that, I don't know, the Republicans in the Congress? I don't know what happened. On Wednesday, we talked about the leave of absence of Officer Ray Reynolds from Clark County, Washington, for comments he made on our show.
Oh, wow.
He's currently on leave for acknowledging that there are obscenity laws on the books that he thinks we should actually uphold. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's all. He said there's obscenity laws and we should uphold them. A petition with 1,400 signatures was able to scare his superiors into action.
Wow.
Just wait until someone says out loud that murder is a crime. It was also Beer and Psalms Wednesday, but we did cider and Psalms just for fun, and we looked at Psalm 6 together. On Thursday, we talked about the Born Alive Survivors Act in Congress. The Republicans pulled themselves up to their fullest height and forced a vote on whether you have to stop shooting the baby after it's born. If it survives after being shot at in its mother's womb. 210 Democrats voted to allow doctors to keep shooting because, as Representative Nadler argued, it could be dangerous to give them life-saving care. He actually said that. He also argued that it could be dangerous to breathe air. We also talked to Canadian teenager Josh Alexander and his lawyer James Kitchen about his suspension from a Canadian Catholic public school. I don't know how that works.
Weird.
But he was protesting the school's practice of letting boys use the girls' bathrooms. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, so here we are at the end of another week, and I want to encourage you to laugh. When the rulers of the nations plot against God and his Christ, God sits in heaven and he laughs. That's what it says in Psalm 2. He laughs because their plans are ludicrous. He laughs because the plots of wicked men are like the machinations of tiny ants on a sidewalk. He laughs because Christ is already risen from the dead, because he's seated at his right hand and the nations of the earth have been given to him, and there's nothing they can do about it. The wicked are like Adonijah, throwing his own coronation party, hoping that no one will notice, and he will glide right into the throne of his father David. But God has appointed Jesus, the greater son of David, and he is king forever. And all the attempts to oust him are silly and impotent.
Facts.
So, laugh at the plots of the wicked, and then laugh with joy at the goodness of God. Let your home be full of laughter. Laugh at the unusual things that happen. Laugh at your own foibles and mistakes. Let your home be a little bit more like heaven, where the laughter of God rings through the streets. Laughter is warfare. Laughter is joy. Laughing at the right things is faith. And laughter is attractive. Make sure your kids and neighbors know that you intend on having the best time because the gospel is true and Christ is king.
So if you're single, get married. If you're married, have you some kids. And if you have kids, go baptize them. Until Monday, love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. Go fight, laugh, and feast. This is Cross Politic. That dropped. I hit the drop. I wasn't even trying. It just bam.
So Keith, how's that marriage thing coming along? Oh!
He's like, working on it.
Mom always told me to be a good boy, but the world said I could be anything I wanted to be, which is great, because I want to be a problem. No, I won't dive into sex, drugs, or gender confusion. To the world, that would make me a good little boy. I will learn formal logic and adhere firmly to the concept of objective truth. I will commit myself absolutely to the authority of the Word of God and make friends with Augustine, Luther, Calvin, Chesterton, Lewis, and the U.S. Constitution. I hope to grow up and love only one woman, a woman at least as clear-thinking and rebellious in this world as I will be, who knows where true beauty lies and who will never let me stop striving to be the biggest problem I can be. I will give my life for hers and aim to have a family large enough to require specialty automobiles. We will worship in a church unashamed of the gospel and live in a community of families doing the same. I will work myself to the bone providing for my family, and I will make sure my kids all fall in love with Narnia and Middle-earth, that they will all know how to think, that evolution will make them giggle, and rainbows will make them think of Noah and his archaearchy. Like I said, I will be a problem, immune to all that is hip and trendy and now, singing songs that are centuries old, savoring good wine and great whiskey, dancing and laughing and feasting while the enemies of God scowl and glower in shelter in place. Hey little boy, the world says, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a metastasizing cancer of conservative Christian culture, devouring Marx's impotent progressive dream and building a resurrected Western world. I want to be a stomper of stupid sandcastles, an exposer of poisonous lies. I want my life to be a monument to the triune creator God who made us all. The kind of monument you and yours will never be able to tear down. Oh, and a fireman. Thanks for asking. New St. Andrews College. Liberal Arts for Outlaws.